the channel, everybody. This week ain't really been a good week. Started off pretty bad. We got the transmission all done, got it filled full of fluid, and we decided we were going to take the Nova for a test drive and all, make sure it was going to shift all right. We went down to our normal spot and all, and shifted fine on the way down. Manually shifted fine. I got down and turned around, and it didn't want to go into reverse. So I finally got it to go in the reverse, and then it wouldn't go into first. So I just kind of not really launched it, really. You know, it was in second gear, and drove it back, and poked it in neutral, and it had a very bad vibration. I mean, very bad vibration. So what I come up with, I think the vibration is I think it's the wheels. I'm not sure. I just went ahead and put my tires back on my 8s. I just put them on a while ago. Got them ready. I'm about to go ahead and put them on the car. Got the battery on charge right now. But it had a very bad vibration. But so when we got back, I had to suck all the fluid out of it and pull the pan off of it. And come to find out, one of the valve body bolts did not get tightened, and it come loose and jammed. Well, it didn't necessarily jam. It was just holding the shift linkage so it wouldn't shift. And it finally fell out and hit the bottom of the pan, so it would shift then after I played with it. Once I got it back here and got it jacked up and all. But I got it all buttoned back up, fluid back in it and all. I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels and tires back on the back, and we'll go drive it again and make sure everything's going to shift all right before we decide if we're going to take it to the track and try to run it. But I'm about to go ahead and throw these tires on here. And I mean, the tires was already on these rims before, and they were balanced pretty good. Didn't have no vibration or nothing. So I think what it is the other rims. I don't think the other rims are hurt, but they're weld wheels, and they got that floating center in them. And somebody drilled them and tapped them and put countersunk screws in it. And I don't think they had it even all the way around when they done it. So I think that's what the deal is with it. I thought about getting the screws out of it. You can see the wheels that was on it right here. It's got the floating center. Can't really. Yeah, right. But I think that's what it is. It's because they threaded them and they didn't have it even. But we're gonna go ahead and put them on here, and then take it down the road real fast and see what it does, and then go from there. We hoping to take it to test and tune tomorrow night. Today's Thursday. We hoping to take it test and tune Friday night tomorrow, and maybe we can take both of them. Is what we're hoping for. I mean, the trailer's ready, so. But I'm about to go ahead and put these tires on here real fast. Alright guys, well, We just went and run the car down the road. This hot rod's giving us a problem. It's not having it. It doesn't have second gear. It's got first and it's got third, but it does not have second gear. It will not. You run it up. I run it up to 7 grand. Hit second gear, never shifted, still in first. Hit it again, it goes to third. So I pulled it back up on the ramps and all, and got the governor out of it. It's sitting there dripping right now because I had the governor out, checking it out and all. Trying to figure out why it won't shift in the second gear. So we just trying to figure this out. It's been one thing after another. It's not wanting to. I don't know what the deal is with it. So we're gonna try to figure out why this thing won't shift. Well, we stuck the other governor in it out of the transmission that broke to see if it would help, and I fired it up, and it sounded a little weird, and it's kind of idled up real high, so I got out and idled it down, and it just didn't sound right, and so I switched it off and decided I was going to pull the valve cover off, because the left side kind of sounded weird, but the right side sounded fine. And what we found is a broke rocker arm and a missing push rod. So can't always be easy. Everything's got to be difficult. It broke the stud, slam off. So, but now I'm draining the transmission fluid right now. I'm sucking it out. And then I guess the intake's got to come off so we can find the push rod. It's probably down in the intake, in the lifter gallery, or lifter valley I meant. But it's got to be difficult. Can't nothing be easy or everybody would do it. But here goes the long journey of getting transmission fixed and getting the motor back running now. But well, got transmission out. We're gonna tear it apart and see what the deal is with it. And we went ahead and broke down the top. Got the intake off. Yeah, you see that right. The intake's off and all. All it done was push the lifter out. I don't see nothing hurt. It did. What'd you do with that push rod? Push rod's trash. It broke it right there. But I mean, that one don't look too. It didn't beat the end of that one like the other one it did. But yeah, that's about
a little bit right there on
that's the inside of it. Ain't nothing to it. Just a little small block. That's it. Ain't nothing real fancy. Ain't nothing you can't buy off the internet in this motor. So
after that, you can't afford to hide all our stuff.
I can't afford to hide all our stuff. No. This motor right here was literally built on a budget. Like literally. I mean, what I got in this motor is what most people got in their wheels and tires on their car. Really. But that's it. We're going to have to get some gaskets and some silicone and get the intake back on it.
Stud,
yeah, I got a rocker arm stud. So we got a new one of them. I'll have to dig around and find a push rod, put back in it. But we ain't sure what the deal is with transmission. Have no clue. We're to the point, we're kind of puzzled on it. We don't know why. I mean, it's just, you take off first gear and you hit second gear, there's nothing. It's like you're in first gear still. You hit third gear and it shifts, goes right into third. But there is no such thing as second gear. It's like it ain't even there. It's like you're not even shifting. You go straight from first to third. And you hit third gear and it's like I don't know. I mean, it kills it. But we're going to take the transmission up to the shop. and get it tore apart.
First one we've ever done that.
Yeah, we've built many transmissions, and we ain't never had them do that. I mean, we've built 5 or 6 of them for round track cars, and I mean they last. A round track car is under a little. I mean, a drag car's under a lot of stress too, but a round track car's under stress at a longer period of time.
Well, the transmission in a round track car, because you're on and off the
throttle
gas so much.
I mean,
it makes the internals wear faster.
We've had them break the torque converter from being on and off the gas so much. We've had them actually break the ear right there off from being on and off the gas so much. But we ain't never had one not shifting the second.
No.
And that's what gear you run over there in. I mean, you have to have second gear. Yeah, or racetrack, you have to have second gear. Take off at first and you shift to second. You don't even touch third. You ain't even got to have it. So we ain't sure what matter is with it. All the clearances were right. I mean, I put the good Eagle clutches in it, the red Alto Eagle clutches in it, and the good steels, and a good shift kit, and I even went back to the valve body to make sure I didn't miss nothing. And everything in the valve body's right. But yeah, because Dylan's transmission works fine, and I didn't say anything to it. It does have, on the filter, it had a little bit of fiber from, I guess, the clutch disc. So we ain't sure what that is.
Don't know if they may have just been too tight.
That's why we just decided we're just going to go ahead and pull it out and tear it apart and see what all that is. Because ain't no such sense in wasting all that money and keep messing with it and mess it up more.
Turn it completely out, yeah.
But, so that's about it for tonight. We're going to go to the parts house tomorrow and get some gaskets and some silicone, and then we're going to start putting the motor back together, and then let's do the transmission sometime or another. Alright, well, we got the motor put back together, got the intake back on it, and got the push rods adjusted. I had to replace 2 of them, and the one broke stud. So got all that buttoned back up. We got the transmission tore apart. We took it up to the shop and tore it apart. It's actually somehow, I guess, when one of the valve body bolts come loose and fell out and it jammed the shifter, I guess it was bypassing fluid for second gear to third gear or first gear, one of the two, and it burnt second gear clutches up. Like within minutes, it burned them, slam up, smoked them. So we got it tore apart right now. We're going to change the clutches in it. Luckily we had some, and we're going to put them in it. Try to get that transmission slammed together so we can get it put back in, and then hopefully take it for test hit down the road, make sure everything's gonna be all right before we take it and actually go run the truck again, which is hopefully here in next couple weeks, hopefully. But y'all stay tuned for the next video, and as always, guys, we appreciate y'all watching, and y'all like, comment, and subscribe.